If he had not married her, this would have been me.
Ahmed, I see you're really happy. Amina, you're lucky.
Thank you, Zahra. I hope everything is well with you.
Enjoy your happiness. It won't last. Zara, you are not happy to our marriage.
Alhamdulillah, it's beautiful.
Everything is perfect. Let's make this a day to remember. Ya Allah, protect our home and our marriage.
Imarite, Amir, your marriage is blessed. Thank you, Napoy wa wasilati.
I'm happy, Alhamdulillah, despite everything.
Nothing can harm what Allah has blessed. We are together and that's all that matters.
Let her try. Allah is my protector.
The morning after the wedding, Amina carefully opened the remaining gifts. Her hands trembled slightly as she lifted each envelope, a mix of excitement and anxiety filling her heart. Among them lay a small, mysterious envelope. She paused, whispered a prayer, and reminded herself that Allah's protection was stronger than any envy. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Ahmad opened the door to find a man, introducing himself as someone who knew him long before marriage. Though polite and seemingly friendly, a subtle tension lingered in the visitor's eyes. Amina watched cautiously, instincts alert, while Mariam's concern grew. The visitor handed Amina a gold-wrapped gift. She hesitated, fingers brushing the shiny paper. Inside, a small note and a strange object lay waiting. The note read, "Enjoy your happiness. Some things cannot be hidden." Amina's heart raced, and she whispered a prayer. Ya Allah, protect us from harm and envy. Ahmad placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder, calm and composed, reminding her that faith was their shield. Even in moments of joy, envy and jealousy appear. Amina and Mariam knew that faith and patience were stronger than any threat. Sitting together, they reflected on Allah's protection and the power of prayer, finding peace in trust and gratitude. Later, Ahmad went to meet a friend at the mall. Zara, his past, appeared again, her envy clear. She tried to provoke him, mentioning Amina indirectly, hoping to stir conflict. But Ahmad remained calm, smiling politely. Her frustration was obvious, but his composure shielded their happiness. Back at home, Amina and Mariam prayed quietly, reciting Ayatul Kursi and heartfelt supplications. The gifts and envelopes remained on the table, symbols of envy and hidden threats, but powerless against faith. Even amidst joy, the shadows of jealousy lingered. Who would challenge their peace next? The evening settled over Amina and Ahmad's home, peaceful at first glance, yet the shadows of envy had not disappeared. Amina arranged gifts on the table, mindful of each envelope. The mysterious object from the visitor still sat silently, a reminder that not all threats are obvious. As Amina carefully placed the last envelope, a faint whisper echoed in the room. Her heart skipped a beat. She looked around, seeing nothing, yet the air seemed heavier. She whispered a prayer, seeking protection from Allah. Suddenly, the gold envelope slid slightly on the table, as if moved by invisible hands. Amina gasped softly, her hands frozen mid-motion. Mariam's eyes widened, but Amina steadied herself, whispering, Ya Allah, guide and protect us from harm. Ahmad noticed Amina's tension and approached. His calm presence grounded her fears. Though he saw nothing unusual, he placed a reassuring hand on hers, reminding her silently that faith would protect their home. Amina and Mariam understood the lesson once again. Unseen threats and envy cannot harm the heart that trusts in Allah. Prayer, patience, and vigilance are shields stronger than fear or jealousy. But even in the calm, whispers lingered. Someone or something was watching. Amina's faith was strong, yet the test was far from over. The shadows of envy and hidden threats would return, waiting for the perfect moment. The morning sun shone softly over Amina and Ahmad's home. Amina, smiling and cheerful, prepared breakfast with love. She placed the dishes on the table, unaware that someone's envy had followed her even here. The day would test her faith in ways she could never imagine. As Amina served the food, a hidden danger lurked. Unseen, tiny maggots had been placed inside one of the dishes. Her hands shook slightly as she noticed Ahmad about to take the first bite. Her heart raced, but she remembered Allah's protection, whispering a prayer for safety. Just as Ahmad was about to eat, Amina stopped him, her voice calm but urgent. "Wait, my love, I need to check something." Ahmad paused, trusting her judgment. That single moment of caution prevented disaster, proving that faith and attentiveness can protect, even against hidden malice. Amina carefully inspected the plate and discovered the maggots. Shocked but composed, she called Mariam for guidance. Together, they realized this was not an accident. Someone had deliberately tried to harm her household. The question remained, who would be so envious and cruel? Through subtle clues and observations, Amina and Mariam traced the malicious act back to a familiar face, Zara, Ahmad's past. Her envy had grown dangerously, culminating in this act of harm. Amina's heart, however, remained guided by faith, and she decided to let truth reveal itself. Days later, the person behind the malicious act was exposed. Zara, facing consequences of her envy, came to beg for forgiveness. Her proud demeanor had vanished, replaced with humility and regret. Chose to forgive, demonstrating that mercy is stronger than vengeance. Envy and jealousy can lead people to darkness, but patience, faith, trust in Allah's wisdom ensures justice and peace. Zara's regret became a lesson for all. Faith and mercy conquer envy and malice.